Hi, Lilia Tarawa here. Have you ever wanted to begin to start to create content on your blog or on your social media account and you just think, man, I don't know where to start, I don't know what to talk about? We're going to give you some quick ideas so that you will never ever run out of ideas of what to talk about on your social media account ever again. Bold statement, but so true. Let's get right into it. Let's look at what you already have around you that is just filled with content. Now, if you are an expert in your subject matter, you are going to have been doing a lot of learning about that subject matter. So I'm going to assume that you have been taking lots and lots of notes. Now, those notes are basically like uncashed checks. If you're not taking those notes and creating content with them and teaching what you have learnt, then that's like literally leaving checks there and not taking them to the bank and getting them cashed in. Think about it like this. If you got a check for $1,000 in your mailbox, would you file it, put it away, or would you take it to the bank and cash it in? Every single time you would cash it. And every single time you take a note or learn something new and write that down and don't turn that into content, you are literally leaving uncashed checks on the table. So notes, look at what notes you've already taken about your subject matter and how you can turn that into content. Think about, what have I learned lately? What have I taught lately? What questions have clients been asking me lately? And then jump on your social media and deliver the answers to those questions, and you'll begin to position yourself as an expert on your topic. Another great source is events. Going along to events and what am I learning at events? Where am I growing? What are they teaching? What are the new topics that they're bringing up? What are my personal thoughts on those new topics? There's a great source of figuring out new content to talk about on your social media accounts and on your blogs. Another great source is mentors. What books are you currently using from influencers and mentors? And what have you been reading? And how can you take what you're learning from those books and then teach that? And so this is a really simple strategy. Invest in yourself, learn what you need to know about your craft, and then teach it. And that there, my friends, if you can take everything that you're learning and teach it, that's how you position yourself as an expert. And also, as you do so, as you are going through that process, you will not ever run out of new ideas to talk about. So what are some other ideas? Grocery store lines. As you're standing, waiting in a grocery store line, have a look at magazines. What are they talking about? If you're in the health industry, what is the health magazine talking about? Is it weight loss? Is it gut health? Is it digestive issues? Is it lack of sleep? Is it lack of energy? What are those magazines talking about? Because those are reputable magazines, and if you can begin to talk about the same topics as what is current in your industry, you're putting yourself in a really great position. Another great place to go is Amazon. What is hot on Amazon's list in your industry and in your category? If it's, for instance, self-help, what are the top 5 self-help books that are currently on Amazon? If it's entrepreneurship, what are the top 5 entrepreneurship books that are currently on Amazon? Another great place to find ideas for creating content is Guru's blogs. So who is the top number 1 guru on your subject matter in your industry? Go to their blog and see what they're talking about. Choose a topic that they've talked about and then create your own opinions around that and share what you know about that. Another one is Guru's websites. So go to their websites, go to their social media page, take their books and download their books, read their books. Awesome way of finding new ideas of what topics you can talk about on social media today. Also, take a look at Guru's sales pages. What are they selling? What are the products that are selling? What need does that product meet? What questions are they answering? And you can take those questions and use those same questions and curate them into content for your page and topics for you to begin to express your expertise on. Another terrific source of ideas of what to talk about in your content are forums. So forums are fantastic because you can jump in and look at what questions are being asked, look at what conversations are being had, look at what is currently hot topics inside of those forums, and you can begin to take those topics and then create content around those topics today. So there you have it. You by now should have so many ideas about where you can go to begin creating content for your social media accounts today that you will never ever run out of ideas or ways to find new topics to talk about. If you found this video helpful, please click the thumbs up, like it, share it to a friend that you know would love to hear this today and really needs to hear it too.